Welcome back to this World of Warcraft Let's Play. Yo, it's Sambo, and joining us, as always, is Seraphis, our level 35 Worgen Mage. Say g'day, Seraphis.
Fate has brought you here to me.
Actually, fate has brought us here, and of course, if you're with us in the last episode, you'll remember that indeed we came here to do a bunch of hand-ins. We'd been over at the goblin-infested area of the sludge works over there by the Mirkfallon Lake, which of course made me want to play goblins even more than normal. So once again, folks, let me know in the comments below whether or not you think it's a good idea for us to be doing some goblin goodness in some upcoming episodes. Perhaps take a break from good old Seraphis here, not for very long, and try some of the starting area stuff in the Goblin storyline. Very cool stuff over there. Anyway, in the meantime, that's not what we're here for. We're here to hand in Scout Mistress Evonia. We've got a couple of quests to hand in here. I could see the explosions from here, Seraphis. The Horde won't be refueling from Mirkfallon anymore, thanks to you. And of course, that was due to us blowing up those pumps in spectacular fashion. Now, let's have a look. And what do we got here? 7 stamina, 6 intellect. Unfortunately, again, because we've got these Gaze Dreamer pants that we've already got here, which are nice blues. Not quite up to snuff, the old quest rewards there. Never mind. Let's see which one of these is the most expensive. And it's the Shield of Control there. So we'll take that. Great stuff. We'll absolutely take the 1400 XP though, there's no doubt about that. And of course, all the rep there. We got the Stormwind rep of 250 and Alliance rep of 62. And of course, once again, the Alliance rep, all that means is that it's basically applying rep equally to all of our home alliances, if you like. Okay, the Lumbering Oath problem. You might remember we beat down some of those Lumbering Oaths over there by the lake as well. Slowly but surely, we pick our way at the Horde's numbers. They won't have a leg to stand on when this war really opens up. And there we go, 1400 XP, we'll take that, and more Stormwind rep. And in fact, let's have a look at that Stormwind rep. You can see we're 3,750 basically out of 12,000, so we're just honoured on our way to Exalted. And you can see here that Gilneas, and let's see, actually Gilneas is the only other one that we're currently revered in, and yeah, I'm not sure we're going to be able to get any more Gilnean specific rep from any of our questing that we're going to do. Of course, later on in the game, you're definitely able to get specific reps from things like the Argent Tournament, and also from Firelands as well. You can get some rep items there to rep you up, which is very good. Alright, Scout Commander Barris, let's see what he's got to say. Blasted Horde, I've got friends at that grove. Hopefully you know how to ride a Hippogryph. We've got to get you to Master Thal'darah at the Overlook immediately. And of course, you might remember in the last episode, we got told by our little gnome spy over there at the lake that we are being sent elsewhere, and of course that's at the Overlook is where we're going to be headed. Now let's have a look at these Newsbearer gloves. Oh, and look at that, we've got more armor and an extra point of intellect. Now, no, it doesn't seem like much, but we'll absolutely take those without doubt. And of course, we'll go to our equipment manager here, and where are we? Here we go, there's the gloves. Now, of course, when you equip gloves, you can actually see them on your character. And there we go, look at that, there's some nice purple gloves there. We'll save that, yes, we'll go, I don't think, do we have them on fishing? Yes, we do. Okay, so we'll equip our fishing outfit here, excuse me, and we'll pop those gloves on there as well and save that. There we go, now we'll go back to normal and equip that. There we go, all set up for the future. Now we can sell off these ones because they're soulbound. Do we have a vendor around here? Actually, I don't think we do we? Bugger. Okay, maybe there'll be one at the new outpost. We'll have to see. Okay, warn Master Thal'darah. There are dozens of students at the Thal'darah Grove. Most of them have no means of defending themselves, ripe for the slaughter. You must get word to Master Thal'darah of the Horde's plans. He'll direct you in what you must do next. Fiora Moonsaw has granted you the use of her fastest Hippogryph. Now take it back to the Thal'darah Overlook. Don't look back, Seraphis. The Horde must be stopped. So there we go. We've got a report in using the Hippogryph. Oh, and it sends us off straight away. And look at that beautiful view over the Mirkfallon Lake there. Sending us off now. Oh, this is all very new looking here. And yeah, okay, wow, the Thal'darah Grove, that's a nice night elf structure there built into the tree. You know I love those. You saw a lot of them in Ashenvale. Oh, we got the Horde Demolishers there going down. Wow, we've got a whole battlefront here. Whoa. Okay, this is all totally, completely new. I've never seen any of this before, and of course if you've romped through the Stone Talon Mountains before, you'll know that this is all completely new as well. Wow. Okay, let's see if that's opened up on our map now. It has. There we go, up the top there, the Thal'darah Overlook. You can see we're getting up to the top of the zone. I wonder if the original pieces of the zone are still actually up there. I honestly don't know. I'd imagine maybe not. Gosh. Alright, let's have a bit of a look out. I guess it's called an overlook because we can actually look out over the scene below. Oh, look at that. We've got an invading tendril down there. No idea what that is. We've got a Stone Talon Sentinel fighting that down below. Where is the north? The north would be up there. That would be where the original little zone was, where our Alliance outpost used to be, up the top of the Stone Talon Mountains. Wow, it's just changed so much. This is unbelievable. Very cool though. I must admit, I like this a lot. Really, really awesome stuff. And there's nobody in there. Alright, what do we got down here? Guardians. And what are they? Level 35 PvP flagged. And we've got some oozlings down there as well. Interesting. And loving the music as well. Okay, let's mount up and find our way around. Now, we've got a vendor over here I can see, so that's good. Where is it? Somewhere around here. Here we go. Oh, it's little Poppy. Hello.
Making a special purchase?
Making a special purchase? Yeah, we may well be actually. Anyway, let's sell that off, sell that off. We've got a sword that can absolutely go on the AH. The Soulbound Shield, of course, can't. And what else have we got here? We'll pop some meat, I think, into the vendor as well. Now we need our light feather, of course, at the moment for our slow fall. There it is, 6 of those, so we're not going to sell that. Got a soul-bound sword there, we'll get rid of that. Moss agate, we absolutely will want to sell that one. And I think everything else there is okay. Yep, we're going to hang on to our Mr. Bubbles' shockingly delicious ice cream, of course. There we go. Alright, let's hand in this quest. Looks like this is actually an inn as well. Yep, look at that. There's actually an innkeeper in there. There's a trader as well. Very cool. Okay, here we go. Master Thal'darah, this is who we're after.
What brings you here?
What brings us here? Well, we got sent here. These are dire times indeed, Seraphis. Our outpost in Stone Talon Peak has been overrun by fiendish creatures from the depths, and the Horde seeks to destroy us. We need a hero, Seraphis. That would be us, and a soldier of the Alliance strong enough to guide us through these trying times. Hey, I think we're up for the task. There we go. Save the children, my poor defense. Oh, look at that. Garrosh Hellscream, curse the day you were born. Interesting. And of course, Garrosh Hellscream, look that up on Wikipedia. That is the new leader of the Horde over in Orgrimmar there. Alright, my poor defenseless young students are stranded at Thal'darah Grove with the battle raging across Scar Valley. They have no means of escaping. We must save the children before the Horde drops their bomb. Take my Hippogryph and use it to rescue the young druids of the Grove. Drop them off at Hippogryph Post here in town. Save them all, Seraphis. You truly are our only hope. Help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. Right, and it looks like we get ourselves quite a nice little pendant there, which gives us intellect and hit rating. We can always do with some of both of those. And, by the way, I noticed 2350 XP as well. That's certainly not going to go amiss. Nobody's upstairs. Nope. Alright, so what do we need to do now? Helpless Young Druids rescued. Let's have a look on the map. We'll make it nice and big. Okay, they're quite a way south of us down there, but what I did notice is that we got something in our bags here. And here it is, Thal'darah's Hippogryph whistle. Using it calls down Master Thal'darah's Hippogryph. So it looks like we get our very own special one. Of course, we can use that. There we go, use that on the quest tracker, and look at this, we actually get a Hippogryph that we can use. It's not actually on autopilot, so we can actually fly around on this, which is very cool. We've got a soar ability here, which of course allows us to increase our flight speed by 350%. That won't last for very long, but it's got an 8-second cooldown, very cool. We've got a Rescue Young Druid ability, grabs a Helpless Young Druid from the Thal'darah Grove. And this one here drops off a rescued druid at the Hippogryph station at Thal'darah Overlook. This is very cool. Alright, so I like this. This is a really neat idea for a quest. And looks like, yeah, it looks like we can actually fly up here, have a bit of a look around. Look at that view, folks. Look at the sun streaming through there, through the gap in the mountains. We've got the forest out over there, the lovely pink haze, and of course that's because it's evening time here in Melbourne, Australia, and this server is set to our time, so it's just late evening here in the game. Look at this. This is very cool. This here is the, it's a kind of a cross between Goblin and Tauren architecture here. Look at this crazy thing here. We've got a flight master. Alright, so this is definitely an outpost here. And yeah. Okay, so that's there. Oh no! No! What the heck? I'm stuck up here in an enemy outpost, and my Hippogryph has, oh my god, my Hippogryph's disappeared. Look at that, that's actually a flight master for the Horde there with that crazy contraption. I'm literally in here, I'm in a PvP area. I'm going to get flagged if I'm not careful. That Skywatcher there has 232,000 hit points. I'm doomed. Oh my lord, look at this. We've got High Chieftain Cliffwalker over there, level 35. Okay, this is, if ever there was, this is a option for us to use slow fall, because I have to get back home and I'm stuck up here. Can you believe that? Of all the luck, this is unbelievable. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to blink out there, and then I'm going to hit slow fall, and hopefully we will survive. Alright, so here we go. Wish us luck. Blink. And now slow fall. There we go. Oh, thank goodness for that, as we gently waft down. Wow, that was crazy, folks. I can't believe it. It must have despawned when we actually got into that particular zone there. Wow. Talk about bad luck. Oh, this is even worse, I think. We're going to be pummeled down into these, right next to these enemy mobs here. Oh, it just gets worse. Mind you, thank God they're not very high level. Good lord, I think Seraphis has absolutely had better days. Wow. That was nasty. Alright, let's mount up and get the heck out of town. Wow. Alright. Talk about bad luck, eh? Poor old Seraphis. But look at this, folks. Doesn't it look amazing? I love this sort of light grassy foresty area around here. Seriously, Blizzard really know how to make a zone look awesome, if you ask me. I know it's stylized, but it still looks fantastic. Alright, let's try that again, shall we, folks? Let's call this Hippogryph. And let's maybe this time try and stick to the plan. Very cool though, because of course at this level, if you've not played the game before, this would probably be one of the first times that you actually get to fly on a mount. And again, it's not on rails, you're actually flying yourself, so you get a real taste of what it's like to have a flying mount. Very cool. And let's have a look, let's survey the scene down here. It looks like we've got a major invasion going on, a major clash there. We've got the Ancients up the top there, and of course the Night Elves, and we have down the bottom here the Horde, the Cromgar loggers, and all of their equipment down there. And of course we're coming to literally a loggerhead, pardon the pun. And now we're at the Thal'darah Grove. Really cool, love these Night Elf buildings here that kind of build themselves into the tree. Very, very cool. And you'll be able to see inside the building there. Oh, and look, we've got young druids there. Actually, hang on, seeing as we can call this bird, it's probably safe to go in here, even if it demounts. Look at this. This is awful. They've been slain. It reminds me of Star Wars. Oh, okay, so that's what this is all about. Look at this, save the children, save them all, Seraphis. You truly are our only hope. And of course, that's a Star Wars reference right there. This here, I reckon, is like a youngling, you know, in episode, what is it, episode, oh gosh, I can't remember, episode 2 perhaps? Is it 1 or 2? Where, of course, young Anakin Skywalker goes nuts on the younglings, the Jedi younglings. I wonder if this is all going to be kind of Star Wars themed. Very interesting. Anyway, where do we need to get the young druids from? Is that them down there? Yep, there we go. Helpless Young Druid. Let's pick that one up. Out of range, eh? Alright. Still out of range. Maybe we have to get really close. There we are. We've got a druid, and that put them on our back. That is so cool. Let's have a bit of a fly around here. Have another look around. Wow. This is so cool. We've got What do we got here? We've got the deforestation stuff going on. We've got night elf mages down there. And of course, mages for night elves is new in the Cataclysm, by the way. You could never be a mage as a night elf prior to the Cataclysm being released. Got a Tauren down there, Cromgar warrior, and it looks like they've been chopping down the trees here. This is all very, very new, all been totally redesigned ever since the Cataclysm has hit. And you can see her there saying, "Thank you, friend, I'll never forget this act of kindness." No problem, you are welcome. Let's fly over this awesome scene that's going on here. Pretty sure we have to take them back. Let's just check the quest text again. And what do we have to do? Use it to rescue the young druids of Thal'darah Grove. Drop them off at the Hippogryph Post here in town. Alright, so we definitely have to fly them all the way back. So cool, isn't it, how we're giving them a ride? And it's such a neat little quest mechanic as well, by the way. Just something to do other than killing 10 rats or gathering stuff. Alright, now we use this ability here, which of course drops off the young druid. There we go. All of Darnassus will know of what you have done for us. I'm forever indebted to you, friend. Alright, so there we go. 1 out of 5. This is definitely very cool. Lots of fun as we get to fly over this awesome battlefield down here. Massive big battlefield ancients. You can see there one of their deforestation machines has been set on fire and destroyed. Very cool. I'm just trying to figure out where this was in the old days. Let's have a look at the map. Oh, there we go. Okay, so Stone Talon Peak is actually still up there. Hopefully we'll get to go up there and do some questing up there, because that'll bring back a whole bunch of memories from when I used to do Stone Talon Peak back in the old days. But you can see basically that this zone has gone from being completely gutted over here to very cool in the middle there with the sludge works with the goblins, which I loved a lot, and very cool over here now. And you can also see we've got another point down the bottom there called Farwatcher's Glen, which has got a flight point. That also is extremely new. I've never seen that before. And you can see some effects of the Cataclysm there. Obviously there's a bunch of lava and stuff. Maybe that's where the Cataclysm has breached the shore, if you like. But all of this is completely new. And again, if you have played in the past, this will definitely be a big surprise to you. But you know what, one thing I'm just totally loving here is the lighting, the late evening lighting. I mean, that really does look like a late evening sky, doesn't it? It's just incredible. The red glow over everything. Blizzard really know their stuff. They know how to make things look absolutely gorgeous, even with this aging engine of ours here in WoW. Alright, there we go, grabbed number 2. Let's take off. Now this time what I'm going to do once we get clear of all the foliage is we're going to use this ability here, the soar, and let's do it now. There we are super speeding through the sky there. You can see if I hover over the buff, flight speed increased by 350%, and that's just perfect. It lasts just long enough to get us up here to the Thal'darah outpost or overlook, which is very cool. As we fly in, victim, or rather rescued, helpless young druid number 2. Let's drop them off. There we go, all done. Thank you, you saved my life, no problem. Let's soar again. This is so cool, and again, if you've never played the game before, you will have never got any chance to actually control a flying mount, especially not till level 70, which is when you get them. And this is just giving you that little taster. I love it. Such a great idea for Blizzard. Really makes people probably really itch for getting high enough to be able to actually use them themselves. Alright, let's try get close here. Here we go, we got one, and we are off as we fly around the tree. We'll call it the tree hut, shall we? With the whole area bathed in the golden glow. We'll use soar there. Bathed in the golden glow of the evening sunlight as it disappears out of view slowly in real time. And of course, that's one of the things that not a lot of people realize, that the WoW clock is indeed real time. If you play on a US server, the clock will be set to your particular region's time, which is very cool. And of course here in Australia, once again, you can see it's set to our local time, and it is early evening here. Okay, let's drop that off. Whoops, drop off the helpless druid there. There we go, could we fly higher? Not anymore, mate, sorry. Right, that's 3 out of 5. Slowly getting there. as we have a look, take in the scenery. You can see the lift going up that big pole over there at that very Thunder Bluff-esque outpost up the top there. That's kind of what Thunder Bluff looks like if you ever get to go there on a Tauren. Great race to play, by the way, a Tauren. One of my favourites. Absolutely love them. On the Horde, that is, of course. Right, let's pick up this guy. Get a bit closer. And there he is. Off we go. Clear ourselves out of the way and then use the good old saw. Here we go. And once again, that's 350% flight speed. Just exactly what we need to be able to get back to base nice and quickly. Absolutely perfect. Fly over the inn and come down for a nice gentle landing, shall we? There you go, mate. All safe and sound. There you go. All of Darnassus will know what you have done for us. Thank you. You saved my life. No problem. As we soar off, of course. Lucky last one now. Now, I think that's the only kind of quest we have around here, apart from the cookie crumb ones, of course, which are sending us out of the zone. Let's get down dirty, get down close. We've got a Crom Guard Demolisher down there. We've got some Horde soldiers standing around looking menacing. There we go. There's a Helpless Young Druid. Can't use it while we're moving.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Up, up, and away. Off we go, rescuing you, taking you to safety. Let's soar away. Very cool looking Hippogryph, by the way. I've got a couple on my main, but that colour there is very different. Normally, the one that I've got is white, and another one I've got is kind of gold and brown, or white and brown. I've never seen a blue one before. Alright, there we go. All done. Let's go and hand in. Hopefully Master Thal'darah will be very happy with us. Oh, it looks like we have to dismount. There we go. Elune, help us. Praise you, Seraphis. The hero we have been searching for has finally arrived, not a moment too soon, and we'll take that pendant because it does give us an extra 3 intellect, and you can see here we're about to get 2,350 XP. Much needed. You can see we're 4 bars into a level 35 already. Very cool. Okay, the Horde have signalled a retreat. Look now, they fall back from the field of battle. Portends of disaster, rather. We must make one final descent into Thal'darah Grove. I could not live with myself if any of our young druids were left behind. Assist me, hero. I will take the reins. You search for any druids that might be left behind. We will go when you are ready. Assist Master Thal'darah in search of any druids left behind at the Thal'darah Grave. Now, just before we do that, let's have a look at our bags here. We're going to look for that pendant that there we go, the neck. We'll pop that on. We'll go to our outfit here. We'll pop that there, and that gives us, there we go. You can see we've gone from 2508 to 2,553 mana points there. We'll absolutely save that. Yes, thanks. Go to our fishing, equip that, and swap out the necklaces there as well. Save. Yep. All done. Equip our normal outfit, and of course we can sell these pieces now to the vendor as well. But first things first, let's have a chat to Master Thal'darah. See what he's got to say.
With you.
Alright, look there. The Cromgar balloon is heading towards the grove. We must hurry. Okay, so obviously it's come out of the camp there, and you can see it making its way towards the grove, dropping its bomb. Well, it wants to drop its bomb. So I wonder what we're going to do. How are we going to rescue these folk? This is very interesting. I love all these scripted pieces here. Whoa! Last-ditched effort made. We're too late. The grove is destroyed, and with it our hopes and dreams. Can you believe that, folks? Oh no, look at that! Look! Whoa, will you look at that? There is a great big hole there. There is a huge crater in the ground where just moments before the grove was. That is some serious phasing technology going on there. Didn't even see that. Wow. This zone is just totally blowing me away. That was absolutely not what we expected there, folks. There is a massive crater in the ground. Will you look? I don't know if you can see that on the YouTube video. What, 1 minute it's there, the next minute it's a blimmin' hole in the ground. That is unbelievable. Wow. Whew. Okay, things have gone from dull in this zone to completely over the top. This is absolutely amazing. Loving every minute of it. Okay, here we go. Last ditched effort Do you know why the Horde destroys? The Horde destroys because they cannot comprehend beauty. They fear it, and that which they fear they must destroy. Why else would they destroy Thal'darah Grove? Together we will make them understand. They will know what they do comes at a great cost. 1900 XP. There we go, Thal'darah's Vengeance. We must attempt to establish communication with Farwatcher Glen to the south. And of course, that's that place we saw on the map earlier. Our Darnassian glaive throwers are at your disposal, Seraphis. Use them to cut a swathe through the encroaching Horde forces and clear a path to Farwatcher Glen. I only hope we're not too late to save the Glen. Should Farwatcher Glen be intact, find Hierophant Malik and inform him of our status. So we have to kill 20 Horde soldiers and destroy 3 Kromgar demolishers in Battlescar Valley. Wow, very cool. Okay, this area and these quests have just been full to the brim of different kinds of quest mechanics. Absolutely loving every minute of it. This is just fantastic. Alright, selling off our white gear and of course selling off our old necklace there that is now soulbound as well. Now I can see we've got another quest over yonder here. Let's mount up just to get there a little bit quicker. And we're looking for those glaive... oh yeah, there they go. And you can see we've got a mount icon if we hover over them as well. Okay, so Elder Serethna. Seen better days. The world is unravelling around us, Seraphis. Old enemies seek to destroy us from one end, while ancient forces close in on the other, and she sighs. Across Stone Talon Peak lies the ruins of our old outpost, now overrun with darkness. If you happen to go that way, could you search for my sketchbook? It holds many happy memories, and I'd reward you well for its return. Alright, and yes, that's not a bad reward. Unfortunately, not as good as what we've got. But never mind, we'll still take that, of course.
Stars guide you.
And we've got Mistress Galenith. And she's got a couple of quests for us here. Putting them to rest. As the Horde were marching upon Stone Talon, I noticed that some of the Sentinels had fallen ill. Not long after they started acting strangely, and when the first tentacle burst from the ground, the ill sentinels began attacking us. We lost the outpost shortly after. The sentinels in the peak are now nothing more than shells. Husks for something far more sinister. I want you to put the sentinels to rest and retrieve their glaives. Each glaive returned can identify a fallen sister, and we have to get 8 of them.
Well.
Now let's have a look on the map and see where that is, by the way. That's all up north. Oh, so that's why. Okay, so you might have noticed in that quest text there, she talked about our old outpost. And of course, this is what I've been talking about up the top here, Stone Talon Peak. So quite clearly that's been overrun by the Horde, and that's why we've got all these outposts that have sprung up newly since the Cataclysm now, because our old outpost has in fact gone. So I can't wait to go up there and see what it looks like now. That will definitely be very interesting. Let's have a look and see if we can tell what level those quests are. 29, whereas this one here is 28. They're all 29, and 30 is the Demolishers one, which of course is sending us down to the south. I think what we'll do, and let's just have a look at that again. Right, so we'll do the ones up north first because they're a slightly lower level. Obviously, we're meant to do them first and then make our way back down, I'd say. Alright, so lucky last quest here. Back to the depths. Tendrils are bursting forth from the earth and terrorizing Stone Talon Peak. My sentinels are hardly making a dent in their numbers. I suspect that there is a force at the heart of Stone Talon Peak that controls the tendrils. Perhaps if we can put a stop to that force, the tendrils will return to the depths from whence they came. Kill Harbinger Alflas and 10 invading tentacles. Let's have a look on the old map and see where that is. Okay, so they're all basically, they're all up north in the old area of the Stone Talon Peak. So that is absolutely what we're going to get ourselves set up for in the next episode. Of course, we've run out of time as always. Everything that goes so fast when we're having fun here in WoW. So we'll prepare ourselves up for heading north and killing tentacles and going to see the old outpost in the new episode. But of course, I certainly hope you enjoyed this episode. Until then, it's myself, Sambo, and of course, Seraphis, our wonderful level 35 Worgen Mage, saying take care. Certainly hope you're having a great day wherever in the world you are. Look forward to seeing you next time. We'll see you then, and bye-bye.